What's going on, everyone? Hope you're having a great day. Welcome to the Tundra Dude 34 YouTube channel. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, welcome aboard. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you know every time I put up a new video and or a live stream. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to focus on the current generation Tundra. We're actually going to make two videos, so this is part one. Today we're going to talk about what I'll miss most about the current generation Tundra as we move forward into the next generation, which we are all very excited about. The next video I will make will be three things that I miss least. All right, so the stuff that we want to see go away. So should be a good time. I get a lot of questions about this kind of stuff. Feel free to go in the comments below and tell me what you're gonna miss about the current generation Tundra. And I will be honest with you, I am a giant supporter of the current generation. I think they've done some things in the last few years that really brought this truck to where it needed to be. But we'll go over my top three of it, and then I'll talk about that at the end. My top three, pretty simple stuff here. I think you'll agree on all of it. If you want to talk about specific parts or anything like that, like I said, comment below. Number one is an easy one, the 5.7 liter V8 engine. The iForce V8 engine, 381 horse, 401 torque. An amazing engine paired with that 6-speed transmission. I know all these truck brands are going to 8-speed and 10-speed, but in today's configuration of that engine, meaning 2019 and up, when the engine was recalibrated, I feel like that engine and that transmission work perfectly together. The engine is super ultra responsive. The transmission shifts flawlessly. It never gets caught between gears like it's lost and confused. It's always ready to go. That 5.7 engine over the past couple model years has been amazing. Now, back when I owned a 2014, I owned a 16 and a 17. I didn't dislike the 5.7 liter V8. I just felt like it left a little bit to be desired. But when I bought my 2020 and when I had a 1794 press vehicle back in early 2020 before I bought my Army Green TRD Pro, I could instantly tell a difference in that engine, and it is all about that recalibration. So an obvious number one of what I will miss from the current generation Tundra, that 5.7 liter V8 and the 6-speed in the current configuration it is in right now. So that's an easy first one for me. This is an honorable shout out. I'm really gonna miss that TRD dual exhaust. There are a lot of great exhausts out there, we know that, but there's just something special about the TRD dual exhaust. It's about $1,100, comes directly from Toyota. Super simple, easy install. Take off the old exhaust, bolt on the new one, done and done. It has a great rumble, great sound. It's not overly obnoxious and loud. There's not a lot of drone or anything like that. But when you put your foot on the pedal, you definitely hear something special. I think of all makes that come out with performance exhausts for their trucks, there's nothing better than the TRD dual exhaust. That is definitely something I'm going to miss, especially with the rumored engines of the next gen, twin turbo V6 and twin turbo V6 hybrid. You're not going to have that V8 rumble anymore, which that TRD dual exhaust just made sound amazing. So I'm definitely going to miss that. That is an honorable mention. Number two on my list is styling. And this is where we always end up having great conversations. Some people love the current look of today's Tundra, and some people say it's a dinosaur, it looks too old. I completely disagree with the latter. I think the truck looks fantastic. It's a big, muscular looking V8 half-ton truck. There's no better looking truck out there. I know it's a Tundra channel, but I'm being non-biased here 100%. You put a Tundra, and I actually did this on my dealership walk the other day. You put a Tundra, a Ford, a Chevy, and a Ram next to each other. All the trucks look great in their own way, but there's just something about that 14 and up styling on the Tundra that to me just screams winner. I don't know what to tell you, especially when we talk about styling. The 18 and up Tundras, where they modernized their grills, they put the LED headlights and fog lights on the front. That did wonders for the front end look when you look at that 14 to 17 versus 18 and up. I just think it's a very modern looking truck now, especially with the 18 and up. Small little upgrades they did here and there. So when people say the look is outdated, I just don't understand that. For me, the styling is all amazing. I wish it wouldn't change, I'll be honest with you. I think it looks fantastic. I got some notes here. I don't want to forget anything. Oh, and that's the other thing about the styling, the less is more approach. all right, which we are not going to see the less is more approach anymore when the next gen comes out. We're already starting to see little bits of the things we're going to get in it. We saw a pano moonroof. We saw what looks to be a very modernized dashboard. We saw, you know, all the crawl control stuff. It's going to have all those electronics and tech that we've always asked about. There's been a lot of us out there that always wish the Tundra had a little bit more, but at the same time, we want the less is more approach, so you can't win. Someone's going to have a contradiction there, but overall, I like the less is more approach of the Tundra. It gives you everything you need and some of the stuff you want. That is what I always say. So those are my first two major ones. 5.7 liter V8, very obvious. Everyone loves that engine. And the styling, the less is more approach. It basically screams, I'm a half-ton truck. I'm here to do half-ton things. I give you the stuff you need, a little bit of what you want. Take it or leave it. If you want all that tech, you end up going to the Ford F-150. But the next generation Tundra is going to have all that tech. Now the last one, I brought it down to a part in the truck that I'm going to miss. Here's the thing about this. We don't know how the next gen will be with this, but I'm going to miss the seats in the current generation Tundra. From the fabric seats to the limited leather seats, all the way up to the perforated leather in the 1794 and Platinum. Now, let's start with the Platinum seats. When you think of, you know, the Lexus grade leather seats like that, that are perforated, heated, cooled, you think they wouldn't be durable. When I had my Platinum, they were great. They were fantastic. You know, they did the job really well. I never had an issue with them. They would get dirty. I'd wipe them down. They'd clean right up. No big deal. You know, for a seat that is supposed to be the higher end seat of the Tundra, it did a really great job. So, you know, I never had any issues with it. Let's skip down back to the fabric seats. Now, a lot of people want leather. It's easy to clean. But I will say this, the way the fabric seats are in the Tundra, in the SR and SR5 and everything like that, the design of the seat itself has a little bit of bolstering and everything. I absolutely love the comfort of those fabric seats. And once again, was able to take a beating. I think over time, if you have like a beige interior or something like that, or a light gray, you'll probably end up seeing some stains and things. That's just over time, especially with Tundras, because they last so long. You might see stuff like that along the way. And a lot of people go out and they end up buying seat covers here and there. But overall, the seat, the form of the seat, the comfort of the seat, everything about it is great. And they really are built to last. And that is where we will end when it comes to the seats. The Limited and the TRD Pro leather is amazing. It's not perforated. In some configurations, they are heated. So the TRD Pro has heated seats now, and so does the Limited. But they can take a beating. You could spill anything on those. It'll wipe right up. No big deal, because there's no little, you know, perforated holes all along the seat. They can absolutely take a spill, no problem. They're comfortable. They're firm. Never had an issue with lack of comfort with those. I remember when my dad got his 2018 Limited, and that was, like I said, that durable leather. When I was first using the truck, messing around with it, I said the seats were way too stiff coming from the Platinum. Well, with my TRD Pro, I got used to it real quick. When you drive it every day, it's something that is really no big deal, and I absolutely love those seats. If it came down to the Platinum seat, we'll say Platinum and 1794 seat, or the Limited TRD Pro seat, I'm going to go Limited and TRD Pro just for the sake of durability and easy to clean up. The comfort is all there. It's pretty much the same seat as far as form all the way through, you know, whatever the fabric is on the outside. It's the same seat, but the comfort is really there in all three of them. But the durability of that Limited and TRD Pro leather is going to get the W for me. Now, those are my three, but in closing, I do want to say this about the current generation Tundra. I do feel like Toyota was late to the party with the Tundra. 14 to 17, they did, we'll call it a refresh, all right? They kept the engine, the transmission, basically the entire powertrain and suspension stayed the same, right? They changed the cosmetics of the truck, new dashboard, stuff like that. And that was fine. But things like push-button start, a better end-tune system, no more dash antenna, or fender antenna. We have the shark fin now, an app that you can control your truck with. All of that started to come out later down the road. It really all started in 2018 when Toyota Safety Sense came to the Tundra. All right, that's where it all started. They modernized the dashboard layout, or the gauge layout, I should say. I absolutely love the 18 and up gauge layout. Awesome. You get the little screen in between the gauges that give you all the information you need. You know, individual PSI on tires, all that kind of stuff, MPG, all of that is in there now. In 2020, then we got that new end-tune system, the push-button start. we started to see our Tundra, the current gen that we love, be modernized on the little things that people were always talking about here or there. Now, that, like I said, came in 2020. We're seeing the next gen in 2022. Every time I hop in my TRD Pro, I think of the fact that they should have did some of these push-button start and stuff like that back in 2018. I think it would have done wonders for the truck because of all the Tundras I've had, and I've had 6. This one is my favorite one because of the little things. Apple CarPlay, I use every single day. Absolutely love it. It is the best. Control your Pandora, control your phone. If people text you, you can talk text back to them. Now in other brands, if anyone's watching this who owns another truck, you're probably like, well, that's been in my Ford forever. Well, it hasn't been in Toyota, but it's the little things we've been asking for. So they kept the design of the outside of the truck, which is what we love. Some people like the dash, some people don't, but they brought in the little electronics here and there. N2 needed to be updated. The screen went 1 inch bigger. And that was what was awesome. That plus the new gauge cluster plus the push button, it all kind of tied together, and I fell in love again when I got my 2020. I loved my Supercharged 2017, the last year before they started to do the upgrades and stuff like that, but the 2020 has everything in it, and I couldn't be happier. But anyway, that is the stuff I will miss most going into the next generation Tundra. I'm really hoping the seats are awesome. They look great. We saw the TRD Pro seat in one of the teasers recently. So they could be absolutely awesome, but I'm just going off of what we know right now for a fact. 5.7 liter V8, the whole setup, the styling, absolutely awesome, less is more approach, and the seats are the 3 main things I will miss. Now, next video, we're gonna do the things that I can't wait to see go away. The things I will miss the least. So, for this video, what I need you to do is go down in the comments below and give me 3 things you're gonna miss the most when it comes to the current generation Tundra. I look forward to seeing some of your answers, and I thank you guys for watching. Until next time, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook at TundraDude34, TundraDude34 at gmail.com. I'll talk to you guys later. Be safe and be well.